Hello, my friends. Ruben Obed here, transmitting live again. This is episode 25, and the title of this episode is that I don't believe that Assad bombed his people with chemical weapons. This might be controversial. A lot of people might get pissed off by me saying this, but I gotta say it. I gotta say what I believe. Okay. First and foremost, everybody knows that I support Trump 100%. I want to get that out of the way. I support Trump 1,000%. I support Trump right now that he's in Syria bombing the shit out of them. I support him. And I support Israel. I want to get that out of the way first. Alright? But, in any police investigation, FBI and whatnot, when they're investigating something, first thing they look for is motive. You know, if a guy kills a woman, what's the motive? You know, they always look for the motive, you know. There has to be a motive. So, if Assad knows that Russia's leaving and United States is leaving, that's to his benefit. He would want that, to be left alone. He wants everybody to leave. And then he bombs his own people, innocent people, with chemical. You know, you're at the brink of them leaving you alone, and you're gonna bomb your own people. I don't believe that, because there's no motive. What's the motive? What does Assad gain from bombing those people? Oh, just plain out evil? Come on, man. We're not talking about some low-life thug from around the place. We're talking about a guy high up in the political chain. He's not going to risk his power, his fortune, his you know, everything he has by bombing some poor, innocent people that got nothing to do with war. There's no motive in that. The motive is that somebody wants the U.S. presence still there and wants Russia there. That's the motive right there. They want that presence there. They want that war there. And I believe that's why Trump is there. Because something is going on that we don't know about. We don't know about it. And the excuse to go up there in Syria is that supposedly Assad hit his own people with chemicals. Alright? Now, in no way am I defending Assad. Assad is a low-life piece of shit, and everybody knows this, and I am not defending Assad. So don't misconstrue what I'm trying to say. But what I'm trying to say is this. Where is the motive? You know? There is no motive. There's no purpose. Assad wants to run his nation the way he wants to run it. The best thing for him would have been for us to leave Syria. Would have been the best thing for Russia, for them to leave and leave him alone in his little kingdom. So why is he going to provoke us staying there and bombing the shit out of him? Because he didn't do it. He didn't do it. Now, what would make sense, okay, what would make sense is that a group like ISIS or somebody wants to use us and wants to use Russia to debilitate Syria. That's what makes sense. They're utilizing us. So they provoke this chemical attack because they know that Assad will get blamed for it. Therefore, this militant group, whoever it is using us to debilitate their enemy. That's how I see it. I mean, I'm not a political guy. I don't know much about politics. I don't know much about history. I'm just, you know, what they call a ham and egg, or you know what I mean? But I'm calculating this based on just simple logic. There's no motive. So I believe there's an outside party staging these things to benefit them. It's probably an ISIS type, you know, group who don't have the funds, who don't have the hardware, but they figure, okay, we'll get we'll get the U.S. and we'll utilize, their forces and their strength covertly to weaken our enemy. That's what I think is happening. So I really don't think that Assad bombed his own people. I really don't. I believe that there's something more going on behind the scenes that isn't said. So when I say that I stand with Trump in spite of this whole situation, I stand with him because I am aware that I don't know shit. I am aware that everything you hear on Fox News, CNN, NBC, ABC, whatever, to a certain degree is mere speculation, because they don't get the briefings that Trump gets as president. We don't get the briefings. We do not know what is going on, people. This has nothing to do with Assad. The stakes are higher than what we know. And this whole chemical attack, that's just the excuse. There's something they're after. Something's going on there. But I guarantee you, it ain't because of those chemical weapons, man. I think that's like the last thing that they care about. I'm not blaming anybody. I am not saying that U.S. has staged this, no. I'm saying somebody staged this for some purpose, for some motive. And Assad doesn't have a motive. Does not have a motive to bomb his own people. Innocent. No more. Excuse me. I've been having allergies, so I don't know. Maybe the government of Puerto Rico is bombing us with allergy, something, because I've been sneezing like crazy since yesterday. But anyway, but I wanted to get this off my chest because there's no motive. You know what I mean? There's no motive. Assad has no motive to kill his own people. There's no purpose to that. Little innocent kids, they don't pose a threat, man. These people, they're working at another level. They're working at another level. So, just keep that in mind, people. And trust Trump. Because Trump knows what he's doing, man. He's the president. We voted for him. Let's just wait things out and see what really happens in all of this. But it ain't Assad, man. That's the excuse. That's what they tell us. We're to them, we're the bottom feeders and shit. They give us a lame excuse. They know what's going on. We don't know what's going on. So let's just wait it out, and let's just trust the president. That we chose. With our wisdom that God gave us, we chose this man. So let him lead. Let him do. The Bible says that God appoints the leaders of every world and everything. Well, you know what? Let's just trust God on this one. Let's trust God that we picked the right guy. Let's trust God that Trump has the right judgment and is going to do the right thing. That's all we could do. So stop, bashing Trump. Stop bashing Trump. Y'all don't know what's going on, man. So stop being a backseat driver. It's like when I'm producing music here in the studio. Every producer has his way of making music. Me personally, I'm very unorthodox. But the worst thing that can happen to me is having somebody there messing with me, telling me, oh, but don't do this. Oh, put this instrument instead. Put that, and it messes up what I'm doing as a producer. It messes it up. So if you come to my studio and you want me to produce a song or a record for you, you gotta let me do my job. Because you can't do my job. You're not the producer, so you can't do it. So if you try to influence me, and all you're gonna do is mess me up. So I apply the same thing, to Trump. Let him do what he's gotta do, man. Let him do it. We don't know what the hell's going on. Things are probably worse than what they're telling us. And this man is probably putting his skin out there, But yeah, Jen, if there is no proof, I believe it. I believe that there is no proof that Assad did this. There's, like I said, there is no motive. And that's the excuse they're giving us as to why they're there. But then again, sometimes our government has to keep the hush-hush on certain things because it is not in their best interest. So maybe this is all a bluff. Maybe they're just saying, oh, Assad did it. They're making the world believe that they fell for the bait. you know? So, that's what I'm saying, man. We don't know. So, I'm going to cut this one short, man, because these allergies are driving me nuts, man. These allergies are driving me nuts. So, alright, guys, take care. God bless you, and I'll keep you posted on anything new. Peace.